Welcome back to Neo. Alright, finally, we got to Cat Street.
But what's the point without Mr. H?
Well, about that too.
Cat Street. It's been ages. It turns out Coco was actually Mr. H, but in disguise the whole time.
Yo, folks, we're going where I think we're going.
Pedro? Oh,
If you... Oh, sorry.
If you think we're going where I think you think we're going, then yes. Although, I doubt we'll be seeing any more of Mr. H.
bummer.
We'll talk about that later.
What?
Oh, yeah, you don't know. There's an entire game worth of shit that you don't know.
You should spend a whole week recapping it.
Let's just say it's someone I know used to run a coffee shop around here.
Yep.
He's probably long gone by now, but we're not going to see him. Sorry, fans. We'll be meeting up with my Reaper friend there.
Reaper friend, you say?
Oh god, it's Coco, isn't it?
I think I've already pretty much gave it away at this point with
Yeah.
5 things, Jova.
Well, I mean, that was my guess before you revealed that, but now it really is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, Jova, you yourself already called this when we were doing a new day in the first game. That so
Pretty much, yeah. That of course, Coco has some hidden but
Well, I want
manners,
to wait to what the
despite how she
Grambling
acted.
herself has to say before saying any further.
let's just say she was desperate about something for now.
That said, if it really is that classic anime bout of, well, we could have just told you, but miscommunication,
There we go.
I will laugh. Alright, Shirai, let's do it.
Yoo-hoo, over here!
Carmelita Spatide!
This creature is demonic in nature.
There you are, Neku.
Well, she's a Reaper.
There's
Demonically
the,
cute.
there's the demon that shot me in the back.
You're late. Have you any idea how long I've been waiting?
Probably long enough you've been waiting for Godot.
Also, more nostalgia music from the first game.
Yep.
Pixie chick!
Hey.
You killed me!
Call back to a new
No,
day.
no. Actually, it was just me she killed.
Gah, what the hell are you doing here?
You killed me inside, man.
Seems to
by
be a
killing
recurring
Neku.
exchange between the characters of the first game.
Alright, Dwebs, you're gonna really have a lot of fun voicing beat in this cutscene. Check this out, go ahead.
Not like I wanted to see your frilly ass neither.
Which is weird, because she wasn't wearing frills in the first game, now that I think about
Neku,
it.
the children are fighting again.
I think her dress had some like frills at the end.
Is she the Reaper we've been looking for?
Just chill for a sec, Beat. She's mellowed out ever since she mercilessly murdered me. Alright, so this is...
You all must be the Wicked Twisters.
Indeed. Alright, let's introduce.
Surprise.
Alright, let's introduce her to our 3 newcomer players. Go ahead.
I'm ever so pleased to meet you.
Meat,
Sure you
not
are.
murder.
I only
comes
murder on
later.
Tuesdays.
Well,
That
this is at the
explains a
5th
lot.
week. Oh my god. You're not a magical girl.
I love this one. The ladies are not impressed.
Yeah.
I am the most adorable Reaper/Fairy princess in all of Shibuya.
Yeah, she's a fairy.
She even has multiple titles like Carmelita Spats. No wonder they got Guitar the Turbo to voice it.
Okay.
Coco Atarashi.
Yeah, basically, for those who don't know, Guitar the Turbo, she played Carmelita Spats in Series of Unfortunate Events, who's a massive brat.
If you aren't careful, our child.
Oh, so what you're telling me, Dwebs, is that the voice caster knew exactly what they were doing when they cast her as Coco. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Turbo played that role to perfection.
I also noticed. Oh god.
That ain't funny, yo.
Now you know how it feels, Beat.
Especially not after what you did to Neku. I ain't forget, yo.
Well, next time don't die. This is not a me problem.
Yeah, there we go. In case you forgot.
Dwebs.
What exactly did she do?
Well, she took a little pew-pew and a little bam-bam.
Zoom in.
An excellent question.
Yes, one that we hope will get answered.
I love their little chibi designs.
It's common in manga whenever there's a funny moment for either a chibi face or even...
The only thing we're missing is the embarrassing moment of comedy where someone actually suddenly stumbles into the ground.
All I got out of that was that she's a Shibuya Reaper.
Beat, will you calm down so I can explain why I'm not strangling the gremlin who murdered me in cold blood?
What's there to explain?
Trust me, there is a lot. The reason Coco did what she did, aside from the fact that
psycho.
Well, aside from that, why she shot me, why she tricked us both, why she tried dragging us into the UG 3 years ago, after which she failed horribly, was all to save Shinjuku.
Of course it
You could have fooled me.
Now, in hindsight, she could have just asked, but she's kind of an idiot.
Wait, but she's from Shibuya.
You cannot save neighboring places if you care enough.
What are we, superheroes or something like that?
And she was trying to save Shinjuku?
Alright, now it's the Shiroi show.
With
yeah, I
characters
remember this.
completely on the opposite ends of the design spectrum.
Yeah, I remember.
Precisely.
Yeah, I remember one of my main complaints in the last game was that this track looped a lot.
Yeah. It only plays in this scene, Dwebs. So don't worry, you don't have that problem here.
I couldn't possibly sit back and allow Shinjuku to be destroyed.
I just stood forward and allowed Shinjuku.
I will say this. At least I'm glad they kind of dropped the whole lead speak she was having in the first game.
Oh no, she still has it actually.
Like I give a shit why you done it.
Drama queen.
Ain't no excuse for tricking us and trying to kill my friend.
Well,
try.
She didn't just try. Like.
Will you shut the hell up already?
No!
I see the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
And yet we could have done with Shaw.
Don't worry,
Joe's an asshole.
don't worry, Taya. We'll get to that. Go ahead.
You have no friggin' idea what I've been through to get here, you festering sack of garbage.
Well, I see you went
so you're one of those people, all cutesy, but then starts talking shit the moment you get.
Well, yeah, she was already like that in the first game. Again, like
you know how many makeovers I had to go through.
What you call me?
Oh my God.
like me and Dwebs already concluded. Go ahead.
Neku, I can literally not with him.
Hey, now I need...
Okay, children, calm down, children.
You didn't tell me you were bringing his bitch ass here.
Neku grabbing both of them by the back of the neck.
Oh, like kittens.
Now, nicely or you won't get any cake.
Talk about a touching reunion.
You know, say what you will about Sho, but he technically never succeeded in killing, not for lack of trying. Sorry. This has got to be confusing for all of you.
And for the newcomer players who haven't played the first game, but don't worry, we'll explain.
That's putting it lightly.
Basically, Coco was really desperate to save Shinjuku from being destroyed. So desperate that she went against even the wishes of God himself in Shibuya.
Well, she can't have been that desperate, yo.
I mean, God's a loser anyway. But why? She's from Shibuya. Not like she has any stake in what went down.
She just cares.
Is that such an alien concept, destroyed?
Do you not give a shit about the people around you?
I mean,
isn't this not the lesson that we have?
She was a reaper.
Well, I couldn't simply ignore a cry for help.
There's more to that as well, but but yeah, no, remember, like me and Dwebs already concluded, the localization team knew exactly what they were doing when they cast Kitana Turnbull to play this character. So it's like when they cast Jason Bateman to be Nick in Zootopia, because Jason Bateman has perfected that kind of character for years at that point. So
From who?
yeah, from who?
Sorry, they
Coco?
cast Jason Bateman as who now?
Nick from Zootopia, the fox.
From
that.
From
that,
Zootropolis.
My dear friend in Shinjuku. She told me the situation was quite bleak.
So she had a friend in Shinjuku. So yeah, Coco actually was trying to stop what happened to Shinjuku.
Overall,
said,
it's been a bit of a bummer, isn't it? So.
That said, in typical anime arc villain fashion, she did it in the most malicious way possible instead of just simply asking for help.
Which is why I pulled this pauper and prince in to help me out.
Who you calling a pauper?
You.
I mean, I guess she's not lying about me being a prince, since apparently I was God's sweetheart.
More like doormat, but yeah.
Both. It can be both. But unfortunately, we were too late. Shinjuku was already gone.
Bummer. All right, so who is this friend? Who is this friend? I wonder.
Your mom.
It could be anyone.
Yeah, might have been actually Ayano, I guess.
Yes. It's Fred's mom.
That friend of yours. You found her, right?
Yes.
Well, I found what was left of her.
Adjudwibs, you're close.
She is in no state to speak with us at the moment, though.
Yeah, it's Tsugumi, isn't it?
Very good.
Like, remember, we got visions of her from the original game.
Well, who is she? Another Reaper or something?
Of course, this begs the question as to why she's working with the Runebringers, except for the fact that you might consider that she, well, Mr. Mew seems to be calling the shots with her.
I think she used to be one, but she was back to being a player 3 years ago.
So back when it happened, Tsugumi was a player, not a Reaper still. So again, don't worry, Joe. We'll find out exactly who Tsugumi is.
Oh yeah, I figure.
She was Shinjuku's sole survivor, aside from the Reapers, that is.
So yeah. This also explains why she was sending messages and visions to people. It was a desperate attempt to ask for help.
And then once she crossed over, she became a Reaper again. At least, I think so.
So she was a Reaper, but then she was back to being a player, but now she's a Reaper again. It's like a game of musical states of beings.
I mean, if Michael Jordan can stop being a basketball player to embarrass himself in baseball and then go back to basketball, I don't see why she can't do that.
There was also the slight bit of golf.
Well,
Oh, how I wish she could tell us what happened.
well, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't golfing just more of a hobby? I don't think he was an actual professional golf player, was he? I'm pretty sure it was just golfing was just a hobby for him.
My dear, sweet Tsugumi.
Huh.
So yeah, it was sorry, not Kitana. Coco was trying to save Tsugumi here.
Wait, what?
Tsugumi.
Indeed. And look at that.
Hey, it's the Mr. Mew
Yeah,
plushie.
that's you, Shirai. Go ahead, Coco.
Yes, and given the sorry state of the little fellow,
Who did this to you, Mr. Mew?
We did. We kicked his ass 2 times, remember?
Go ahead.
I fear my friend may be in similarly dire straits.
Is this what happens when you?
yeah.
So is this what happens when someone's cat plushie gets destroyed?
You see, it turns out the cat plushie is the representation of her soul.
What they
What
don't
happens
tell you
is
in
that
Toy
person
Story.
loses their kneecap privileges.
Okay,
Go
Is
ahead.
that some kind of pig?
And now,
Oh my
and now, hold on. Now,
I swear.
all right, Shiroi and Jova at the same time. Go ahead.
it's a cat,
And
remember?
over this worms for brains, it's a cat.
There you go, Shiroi. Character arc complete. Neku calls it a cat. There you go.
Also,
And Shoka is me right now.
also, Neku, under what dose of melatonin are you actually sedated? Because I've seen you constantly chilling ever since he arrived.
Well, remember, Neku's
being-
much more relaxed and chill and happy.
He learned how to stop worrying and love the bomb.
Yeah.
He
You
got
see-
friends, he went to therapy, he has a girlfriend
And all he had to
probably,
do was die again. Who wouldn't you?
and a boyfriend probably. He might be
Ah,
poly at this
right,
point.
right, maybe.
It's
Yes,
alright,
it
you
is
know,
your
you-
bee.
You know, you'd be surprised how therapeutic dying again was for me in the long run. His name's Mr. Mew. I've just learned now that
Oh, go ahead.
I prefer Mr. Mewtwo.
How do you know about Gatonero?
what if I told you I was dating its founder?
It's a true Forrest Gump moment.
Wait, does that mean Shiki dies?
Hold on. You'll
You've
see.
been gone for years.
It is true. He's been away from for 3 years.
I don't what? Never heard of it.
You literally
hold on,
a
sh-
jacket of it.
Hold on, Tail. Go ahead, Shiroi.
Yes, you have. Like, you know Mr. Mew, which is literally Gatonero.
Shoka's about to point that out too. Hold on.
Is it a Kingdom Hearts also like situation? You just don't understand the clothes when you're wearing it at some point?
Well, to be fair, he's been 3 years away from the RG, so obviously he's out of touch.
Plus, you're wearing it right now, see? Gatonero, right there.
What? I thought I was wearing. the
Neku doesn't have the
usual
concept of
outfit.
object permanence.
Well, to his credit, Mr. Mew's not the only black cat in existence. So for all he knew,
What, this?
it could have been just
I
any
was
other
talking
black
more
cat.
about his jacket, Pedro.
I know that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about as well.
Oh.
Duh, it's like the most popular brand. Everyone knows about it.
Someone probably gave him the jacket, and he doesn't know anything about what Shiki's been up to.
Well, except Neku, apparently.
Well, he's been
Although,
in the
how is he-
UG for 3 years, so yeah.
Although I find it weird that he says he's never heard of Gatonero when his jacket literally reads Gatonero.
Like, and he knows the
on it.
concept of brands from the first game.
And you're a big fan, right, Shoki? You got the hoodie and everything.
Oh, wow. This is wild. I've never looked on my arm before. When did Mr. Mew get so popular?
After the first game, Neku. We even have plushies of it.
Hold up. I heard that name somewhere before.
Also, Pedro, I've looked it up. Actually, Michael Jordan did play in the 1991 Western Amateur Tournament and played in the
okay.
1992 Olympics for golf. So,
All right,
yeah,
then.
he had a brief stint in golf, too.
I guess, okay.
You definitely have, although you've never been very good at remembering it, says the man who called it Mr. Pig the whole time. This is the stuffed animal that Shiki made.
You know the person who made this thing?
Shiki, was it?
That's one way of putting it.
Hopefully she's
But,
not
yeah.
that as well.
No, she's not.
She was my first partner back when I was playing the game.
Well, remember, she...
Oh.
Didn't you try to kill her?
Look, our friendship truly started when she asked me to take off my pants. She controlled this little guy with her
I
mind
am
and
not
used him to
touching
fight the
that
noise.
And we know he can pack a punch.
Over here.
You know where she is now? Neku, you've
Go
been
ahead,
in a
sure.
coma.
Not in Shibuya. I hear work has been keeping her away.
There you go. That's what.
So
Oh,
at least
what a
she's not
shame!
a,
She just...
not just that, she's also not at risk of getting the syndrome.
No, she's away from Shibuya, fortunately.
They're saving her for a surprise reveal of her face, aren't they?
I mean, I'm pretty sure by the end of the game we're having like a roll call of like in Evangelion style where everyone says to Neku, "Congratulations!"
Congratulations!
We'll see. We'll see.
Right.
Right.
Not lying.
Okay.
And until she returns, speaking with Tsugumi is all but impossible.
So yeah,
No, that's actually a problem.
we need to fix Mr. Mew, but we don't really have anybody here who's.
Is anyone else having some degree of sewing skills?
Only
Maybe
the
if
creator
there's...
can bring them back.
So we need to find a way to get Shiki back here.
No. You'll see. Hold on.
Shiki is the only one who can fix this.
Maybe it'd be like Highlander 2, where all you have to do is call out the name.
Yes. It even brings you back from death. Somehow.
McCloud.
I guess we can thank Amazon for bringing back the original cut.
Hold up. I don't get it.
Well, you see, Shoka, we kind of prefer the original cut, just seeing all that silliness out in earnest.
Not the first time in a Square Enix game run we had with reference Highlander 2.
Oh,
I
God,
know.
yeah. And then if we ever get a third one, it turns out this is all on the planet Zeist.
I could actually see Square doing a Highlander game.
Hold on.
And what is it you don't get? What exactly can she fix?
The plushie, of course. Duh.
The soul.
Don't you see? By
thing.
fixing a person's plushie, you fix their heart.
Oh.
I'm used to this with the Kingdom team.
The Sewell, you say? Why, Mr. Mew, of course.
That's the thing, Jova. Square actually was making a Highlander game. It was actually
Really?
the trailer is actually in the DVD copies of the source, but they cancelled it.
Oh, man, that could have been really cool.
And that would accomplish what now?
Let me guess, it fell through when the source was, well, hated.
I don't know.
I don't see how that relates to Tsugumi.
And you wear that cat hoodie like a fan, and you can't see it. If you don't believe in the brand, can you truly call yourself a fan, Shoka?
You're the one wearing it and didn't know what it was, you poser.
Hey, look, in my credit, I was dead, okay? You get
Okay,
very
boomer.
disoriented after that.
Go ahead.
Oh dear, I thought you would have known all about her situation, seeing as you're a Shinjuku Reaper.
See,
Was a
she gets
Shinjuku.
it.
Clearly
God,
true.
you both suck.
See.
Neku and Coco getting along after she shot him dead.
Remember,
Really?
remember, Tail. Oh, so go on.
That doll contains Tsugumi's heart and soul.
See, I told you.
So that's why, and hence why that was what we were fighting the
Exactly.
first two times.
Yeah. Remember, Tail. In the localization version, we have swapped where it's Coco who does the meme speak instead of Uzuki, and whereas Uzuki is the Valley Girl instead of Coco. So.
What?
So you see, the
Nani?
guy actually was controlling the girl.
Unfortunately, this poor dear is in tatters.
Yeah, who the heck battered it this badly?
Yeah, and then the Wicked Twist is all like, oh, gee, I wonder who.
Oh my god, who could possibly have done this?
Rindo, is there something you want to say?
What?
Exactly.
Not your best
No,
denial.
no. That's go ahead, Shirai, please.
Which is why she can't get through to us.
No. That's actually in character because remember, Rindo was on the phone and he wasn't listening.
He was trying to contact Swallow again.
Yep.
Man, we still don't know who Swallow is.
Don't worry, Jova. The game's not over yet.
I know,
Try
I
as we
know.
might, communicating with her now is almost impossible.
Is this what happens when someone's plushie gets destroyed? They become a soulless husk?
I mean, when I had my Knuckles plushie get damaged, I don't
Kind of
recall
wish that's
turning
what
into a
happened to
Heartless.
Lotso instead of being just kidnapped by a random trucker. Just saying.
Hey, that could work for a Kingdom Hearts plot. We've gotta find a way to help her. She's the only one who knows what really happened back in Shinjuku. So in order to progress, we have to somehow mend her spirit. If we can get her to tell us about it, we might be able to stop it from happening here in Shibuya too.
I mean, it's not like we have any better leads, so...
And it's not like the Reapers put out any rules for today's game.
Yeah, that's one thing that I noticed. Hold on.
What?
I might have an idea.
Well, now, does the blonde have it? Does the blonde have the tickets?
Care to share with the class?
Damn it, I made me forget.
Rindo, you're supposed to be a blonde who's smart.
Hey,
Not the
Nagi,
stereotype. Yeah, right. Mind powers.
do you think you can dive in there and talk to her?
Dive into the plushie.
I mean, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Must all this fall upon my shoulders?
Yes.
You're the group therapist today, so yeah.
Yep. Sorry,
I
Nagi.
had my turn.
Sorry, Nagi, but you're the only one who can do this.
Sounds like you've got some pretty impressive powers, Nagi.
Hold up, yo. Now you're trying to dive inside a doll?
I mean,
Not the
this
weirdest thing
really-
that has ever happened, yeah.
The
More like Sugumi's mind inside the doll.
yeah,
So
technically.
then that begs the question, who was speaking through Sugumi during the earlier parts unless it's the doll commanding her body to hold her and speak for her?
If I had to guess, considering the Dreambringers are possessing her, maybe Shiba himself.
Go ahead, Shiro.
Can you really do that?
No, you have to sound a bit more trollish and imposing because of the framing of this.
She literally just barged in.
Can you really do that?
This fiendish creature.
Ah,
This adorable creature.
She's got the sparkly Oshinokoi eyes. How adorable.
Yeah, but this is like without all of the whatever, so
Coco, don't open any doors.
Remind me,
to
Debs.
strangers, please.
Remind me, Dwebs, what's Katana's character's name?
Carmelita Spats.
So there you go, Dwebs. If Carmelita was a manga character.
That's simply stupendous.
I wonder if that's why they chose her to voice Coco.
Like,
That's what
Yeah,
Ben was
that's-
speculating.
I mean, it just feels like too much of a coincidence. Like a
Interesting.
lot of
Someone that
times,
Square's a fan of series of unfortunate events.
it's perfectly possible. Remember, the reason Steve Burton was cast as Klaus because someone was a fan of General Hospital over there. So
No, actually, it was the movie The Castle. I think it was called like that.
whatever, a fan of his work, basically. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I have ever so many questions for you to relay.
You chose the wrong person to ask them.
It's Nagi's worst nightmare, an extrovert even more extroverted than Fred.
What happened? How can we fix it? And let's see.
Why are you huge? And Nagi's like, why are you huge all of a sudden? Also, get away from me.
Nagi
Anime
the
logic, my
diver,
dear.
can we
Anime
fix
logic.
it?
Although going off of Dragon Ball Super...
Ah, yes. Is there anything we should be wary of?
Nothing that you
Yes,
need to
my
know.
personal space.
We're just going to use you as bait, don't worry.
Oh, well, lucky for you, I don't care about that.
Oh, you're okay with being used as bait? I mean, it's the least she deserves, but
I
still,
meant
it's good
about
to see
other
that she's...
people's personal space.
Oh, no, please, by all means, be a trooper. It's for your best friend. You'll survive, I think.
Listen, I've been
Maybe.
babysitting show. I need a break.
True.
Oh.
Be a dear and ask her for your favorite fairy princess.
On the one hand, you did kill Neku. On the other hand, babysitting show probably was your punishment for that.
And that's why he's grounded right now.
The mathematician getting grounded by...
Yeah, Nagi probably doesn't want to be in the room anymore.
I want to go back to my basement.
It's stories like this that I love, where it can go from deep, dark, and depressing to outright hilarious within a matter of minutes, and work.
It appears I have no choice in the matter.
Jesus.
Come on, Nagi, what's the worst that could happen?
I want to go home.
Well, you're dead, so you gotta win this game to go home.
You doing okay, boss?
I am fine.
It's okay, your boyfriend Fret's there for support.
My what?
Because your face says otherwise.
Yeah, what was that about being genuine in the last?
Yeah, come on, Nagi, it's time to be genuine.
To dive into a mind such as this.
It's just a plushie, not the Ark of the Covenant you're looking into.
I actually like, speaking of interactions between Nagi and Fred, I like the one they're about to get in a moment. Another balloon. Zoom in.
To see all the burdens she must bear.
Yep.
Look, if it makes you feel better, Fret can hold your hand while you do it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Nah, it's one of the preliminary stages to an anime couple's relationship.
This shall be quite the undertaking. Everyone is counting on me.
Ah, that's what this is about. Performance anxiety.
That too, yeah. And remember what you already established from the get-go, that diving into people's minds is very taxing on her. So
You get to see people's thoughts. Like, people think fucked up things sometimes.
Again, it's
go ahead. It's intentional. Go ahead.
And I don't shut them down. Loud. Low?
I then shut them down. It's intentional. It's meant to be that she's nervous or she's screwing up the words.
Ye old English. Yes,
twisting.
yes, Matt. I understand. You got a thesaurus on your hand. I'm very proud of you.
I played Final Fantasy Tactics, and I would have to use a thesaurus too.
Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. What a story.
No, it's like Teo said. Like it's a Square Enix tradition that some characters have.
You have to thank Alexander Smith. He basically premiered this on the PlayStation.
Get it together, sis.
Yeah, and I love.
I love that she started calling her that. It's so cute.
Yeah. Oh, and I love Fred's encouragement. Don't worry, boss. You got this. And Naga's reaction.
You got
Probably.
How is this team gonna beat the Rolling Bringers?
Listen, we've seen weirder teams.
Look, Tio, they've gotten this far.
Too late.
Hype-chan, I'm sorry.
It's all over.
It has never been this moreover.
Somebody. Anybody.
Please buy this game so it can sell better.
I can't move. I'm trapped. Somebody. Do something. Do something! Do something!
But nobody came.
All people do is just hype me up. They don't actually help me. That voice. Is that Hype-chan? I mean, Sugumi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear what she's thinking now that we're inside her mind.
Remember, this is Neku's first time doing this with us, so.
Yeah, the first time's always the weird one.
If she were taken over by noise, then we'd have to fight them at some point. And like they tend to die afterwards, but that's not our fault.
Well, not always.
Sooner than later, from the looks of it. Brace yourself.
So I think Fret goes a bit too far with his attacks. Huh?
It's coming.
Turns out, yes, there is a bit of them here. Let me out. I'm trapped. I don't want to be alone anymore.
How long has she been like this?
At least 3 years, based on what we know so far. At least 3 years.
I'm sure she'll be just mentally fine when we bring her out. For as long as that noise has been keeping her sealed away.
Noise?
Okay. There it is.
Oh, a mammoth noise.
Yes.
Jesus.
Well, at least it's
Oh,
not a bear
but-
this time to you. I don't know who put it in here. But we're taking it out.
Alright, let's do it then.
I guess I could go around or two.
And this will serve also
That's
as the
a big one.
the boss of this day as well.
All bark and no bite, I'd say.
There you go. Alright.
Is that big?
For you.
Yeah.
No, but it's just not to expand upon what Jova was saying. No, it's also it's both the fact that Connell does a fantastic job juggling the tone, and again, these characters are just such a lovable cast of misfits. So
Like, I should say, just because a story goes from one tone to another does not always mean it's a tone breaker or whatnot.
It depen-
Sometimes
it
it
dep-
can be just a good, genuine flow from one to
It
another.
takes-
And in this case,
the difference is that it takes a very skilled writer to pull it off. Like
Like I said during the state of play back in February, when it comes to most of Gearbox catalog, the writers they do not manage to pull these off most of the time.
it also helps. It also helps when the silly comedy aspect feeds into the more serious aspect. Like for example, I showed you guys recently the episode of 100 Girlfriends where they're all babies, right? And it's not, and it allows for a lot of great comedy, but it's also done for the purpose of Akari understanding what Hari went through to raise her as a teenager, right? So she gets to fully, firsthand, understand what it was like for her mother when she was a baby. So,
Wow.
which allows them to grow an understanding of each other. Go on.
Well, as long as the tone doesn't constantly whiplash back and forth, like in, say, Godzilla versus Hedorah, for example, I'll be good. I mean, literally, we go from a scene where a bunch of guys are brutally killed by toxic sludge to a drugged up rave. Like, literally, 1 second later.
which one's supposed to be the serious one and which one's supposed to be the hilarious one?
I can tell you that it's
me.
not a black comedy.
Oh, I know. It's just, again, the two situations Dwibs described could ironically fit either context.
You'll understand more when we eventually get to the movie.
Probably, yeah.
This particular
We've got a load of better ones before that. Oh, and also Monsters Attack.
This particular mammoth is quite a bitch because not only does he big and therefore his attacks can cover a lot of ground. He also has a shit ton of defense. It makes it really hard to take him down.
Just like an elephant.
So basically, take advantage of the 100% groove. Trying to reach 300% in this boss is a pain.
Yeah, good luck getting to the 100% groove given how it's a plague noise.
That too, yeah. Of course, the fact that it's a plague noise also makes it all the harder. So
Still, little by little, you are whittling his health.
indeed. I mean, he's gotta be down sometime, and no, he will not cast Doom on me, fortunately. So, we're good.
But, you know, that would be cheeky if they gave Plague Noise this game's equivalent to the Doom spell.
Well, Kingdom Hearts did add in a couple of occasions, like the Phantom, Super Boss, or Marluxia's fight into Final Mix.
Yeah, Marluxia.
Yeah, well, those were
And there we
super
are.
bosses.
There we are.
And there we go. We got rid of the noise, and our ranking is a
We
D.
learn from our failures.
We hunted the great mammoth to extinct
Well, it allows us to see,
the whole
well,
team.
it allows us to hear more winning quotes. So,
Not with a D rank.
Think so. Whoa, boss. You look like you're gonna pass out.
Tis as if every last
Like the
droplet of my
equivalent
energy
of
is
lifting an
sapped.
elephant.
But it paid off. Thanks, Nagi. Can you keep us in here a little longer? I want to talk to Tsugumi now that the noise is gone. But I don't think we can communicate with her from the outside while Mr. Mew's all torn up. This might be our only chance to chat for now. Think you can manage, Nagi?
Of course, I shall maintain our connection.
So she's an internet.
Thank you. I appreciate you going out of your way to help me.
Tsugumi,
You're the one who called out to me and showed me the future. Aren't you?
Wait, the future? You mean like all those visions I keep getting?
Oh, so you saw them too.
You're right.
Oh,
It was I
great.
who
You
sent
also
those
see visions
out of
in
the
your
world.
head.
And it seems you two received them. I pick up signals sent by your future selves. And relay those signals to you as warning.
That's her
when
skill.
you're present.
So those visions are from me. Huh? Future me did what?
Hi, Elizabeth.
When now?
shush. I'll dumb it down for you later.
Quantum physics for dummies.
So, ironically, I was kind
also,
of
Shoka's
onto
sheepy face.
CD face.
Yeah.
So I was kind of onto something when I suggested that Rindu might be communicating with himself, even if that's not
Just not
specifically
directly, I
Swallow.
guess.
What's the future like that?
To help
To
you survive.
help you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what the Falsi also
To help
told
you
us.
save the city from Shiba.
It's okay, Teo. She's actually going to explain now, fortunately.
Yes. The noise he spawned are capable of phasing between the UG and the RG.
Here's what I want you to do. Here's a picture of Ragnarok. There you go. Figure it out, dipshit.
Little by little, every time they do.
Eventually, the barrier shatters.
How could the Falsi's plans have failed with such a flawless strategy?
Triggered the inversion.
So there you go. There's something. Okay, this is important, so listen to this.
Like,
Watch Tenet, Rindo.
I also played the gaming version, not particularly good, but yeah.
Wait, Tenet had a game?
No, a little game called Inversion.
First time,
Gears of
I
War
wished
clone.
I wish Tenet had a video game. It would make a badass video game.
That's the work of a higher power.
Indeed.
Oh
As
boy.
the Undertaker would call it, a Hauer Tower.
So yeah, there's a
So someone from the Angels is actually helping this?
It defies
Apparently,
the laws
yeah.
of reality.
dissonance, as in it defies, yeah.
Came to the UG without dying.
Yeah, that too.
So basically, there's a puppet master of a higher power orchestrating all of this.
And now it takes not even dying to be pulled into the UG.
Well, but remember, they just established this goes against the law, the rules. Yeah, exactly. This goes against. The only way this would even happen is if someone in the higher plane is orchestrating all of this.
So where does this dissonance come from then?
Yeah, where?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. I wish I did.
Well, to her credit,
I'd
she has no way of
really
knowing.
waste trying to find out.
You know, it would be funny if it turns out Joshua just orchestrated all this because he missed Neku, so this is some elaborate plan to drag Neku back into the UG.
And that dissonance is what destroyed Shinjuku.
So basically, whoever is behind all this was also behind Shinjuku's erasure.
Well, okay, that checks out very much easy.
Now, the obvious answer should be Shiba, but what if there is somebody
Okay,
above even
I need
Shiba
a
on this?
refresher because I forgot. And did we establish who gave the pins to Fred, which in turn gave to Rindo?
He said they were giving out pins.
Oh, so someone, okay.
Don't worry, Tay, we'll find out where those pins came from in the first place, eventually.
Asking for your help. I wasn't able to save Shinjuku.
The ironic thing is, like, before it was Cat's pins, but now
So
it's
basically what
pins
happened...
tied to Gate to
Yeah. So basically what happened is, Tsugumi asked Coco for help, and Coco in her desperation tried to bring the hero of Shibuya to help her, as in Neku.
Forever. So please, do what I can't.
Don't worry, we will. That's a promise. And once Shiki makes it back to Shibuya, we'll get you out of here.
Why isn't delayed?
We're gonna kill her personally to get you out of here.
Very kind.
Yeah, true. Like, unless we have somebody pull her
Also,
to the UG while she's alive.
I get that it's supposed to be a face of, relief, but she looked a bit stoned with that.
Welcome back!
Both can be true.
So, how
Kitana, go ahead.
were you able to speak with her?
Yeah,
It's good to know she's got our backs.
And is my darling his friend alright? What did she say?
A whole pack of none of your business.
Yeah, I can see what
She's my friend. How fucking dare you?
I can see what Dwebs means. Yeah, Katana Turnbull perfectly nails the character with her delivery. Yeah.
How am I supposed to help?
By doing your heroic
Could've spoken
duties.
to her myself.
you can talk later.
Well, we did offer to let you be the bait, but you turned it
What's
down.
going to happen?
Just call her a cake sniffer or
Just gotta
something.
wait till Shiki shows up. She'll get things fixed up, yo.
Provoker.
We'll find her once this is all over.
Again, that implies we are going to have to drag Shiki into the UG.
No,
somehow
Neku
to fix
suggests
it.
we might just wait until it's over and find her back in the, UG. Sorry, RG.
Save Shibuya first.
Oh,
Is that because of the dissonance too?
Yeah, that's a good question. So are Rindo's powers a result of the dissonance too?
We can't let Shibuya get destroyed, like it did in that vision.
Oh, yeah, right. Even if it does get destroyed, maybe I'll get a second shot at avoiding that too. Don't want
time travel and all that.
Don't worry, just get the Chaos Emerald. Oh no, wait, sorry, book series.
Yeah, what about
you mean?
Swallow is still not answering.
Yeah, Swallow hasn't been answering for a long time at this point, actually. Go ahead, Dibs.
Swallow, I'm scared.
Either someone
me up,
who
please.
is now double dead, or it's just straight up Joshua, as Jova's been saying.
I feel like I'm backed into a corner. But I'm gonna do what I can. And fuck apostrophes.
I was woefully unprepared. I failed to anticipate today would be so taxing.
Nobody usually goes in expecting to fight a woolly mammoth.
It must really wear you out, though. You know? Jumping into people's
That said,
minds
maybe
like
this
that?
is a lesson to you all. Wake up prepared to fight a prehistoric elephant.
I mean, again, we were mentioning.
Then using it to create a more complete picture of another's mind within my own. It's not particularly detrimental to me, at least not in any insurmountable sense.
Oh, really?
Nay, what I truly struggle with is the pressure.
Ah, so that's what it is.
I tend to perform my worst precisely when it is most critical I succeed. It is a bad habit. I
Really
cannot
is
seem to
performance
correct.
anxiety.
Not sure that's something you can help, though.
Perhaps not.
Well, hey, at least it worked out this time.
Shiba.
And every other time we've used it.
He wasn't always like this. Not until 3 years ago, at least.
Okay, we gotta find out what happened 3 years ago.
What do you think, audience?
Someone he loved died, and he's really been pissed about it ever
Oh wow,
since.
that's the end of the day?
Well, I did say he was the boss, yes.
What happened to that vision that Ringo had at the beginning? I thought the visions were related to each specific day.
What was the vision again? I forgot.
He got a
actually.
vision where he was lumping to the ground and says basically, "What am I fighting for?"
Oh, that. No. Well, no. Technically, the game never specified that the visions are tied to that specific day. Technically, the game never established that.
Anyway, Suzukichi is reversing again something on the phone.
Hey, bro. Go ahead, Jova.
What is it?
Oh, I guess it's Shiba.
About tomorrow's game.
Oh.
Oh, who could that be?
Oh.
Oh, snap, that's cheeky, isn't it?
Pedro?
You gotta keep bringing that up.
Dot.
That sprite there makes it like, fuck, I lost my phone.
What do you mean? I can handle it just fine.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Go ahead, Shirei.
Hello? Yeah, I'm back.
Ha. Very funny game.
Get it?
Oh,
I'm
that
back.
jacket.
I'm back. Gee, I wonder who this is.
Yeah, sorry.
I recall.
Sorry, the Shinkansen was delayed. I know that's a shock, but yeah.
I know that lower half of the sprite.
When can we meet? Are you free now?
She still sounds the same, by the way. Eder Hogan, as you'll see eventually, Eder Hogan's voice hasn't changed a single octave.
And that is why this cutscene is not voiced. Because anyone who's played the original game
Well,
religiously enough would
Jova,
probably recognize it. Granted, like I said, I
Do-
recognized that
Yeah.
outfit from
Fans-
the end of the
go ahead.
first game.
Alright, got it.
returning
I got it.
we don't need voice acting. We can tell exactly who this is.
Yeah.
No worries. I'll be waiting.
That's it. This is convenient. She's back early.
All right then.
I'm
Also,
curious
even
about...
if you somehow forgot in any way, like, we just had the whole conversation about the brand, and we suddenly meet this, quote, mysterious person with a cat bag.
Vision to the right.
That is a good point. Narrative foreshadowing is a tool used by writers.
Shut up!
after all.
More deep fried visioning.
going on up there?
It is deep fried, isn't it?
Up where?
Very tasty.
Up your
in the heavens.
up your arsenal.
I'm guessing that's
Yeah, Red
beat.
Dennis ain't good.
Yeah, sorry, this ain't good.
This ain't it, Chief.
It's all messed up out here.
Where's here?
Here, there,
This can't
everywhere.
be real. Is that Shibuya? What
Was.
about Shibuya? What's gonna happen to the city?
Take a wild guess.
And now day
No, the 6th day.
day 6 of week 3.
48 hours
Today's
remaining.
future's looking pretty grim. Let's
When
just
is it
return back
not?
time to do the trick.
It's 24
Which
now.
reminds me,
I was more referencing Majora's Mask.
about those noise that show up when I use my powers. The set
Birds.
The cardinality doesn't match the set, Rendo.
Pay attention, bonk.
So does this mean that the culprit was actually Birdemic all along?
Power isn't meant to be wielded by a mere player.
Yeah, another thing that we didn't mention, I don't think it applies to the PS4 or Switch version, but at least for PC, that's the Windows pin is the icon of your game. I'm pretty sure it's not coincidental.
Unfortunately, in the Switch and PS4 versions, it's just the cover art that's the square icon on the menu. They didn't do that. All right.
Yes, we're gonna take Shiva down on the 6th day,
got mail.
not the 7th.
Oh, great. Here come the morning announcements.
Greetings, peons.
Got some red hot news for you.
When are they not red hot?
Gifts reached you safe and sound. Did they bring back any warm memories?
More like the worst.
Do they make you want to give up?
And now we've reached the penultimate day, which may prove to be Shibuya's penultimate day as well. But you won't find out what tomorrow brings unless you survive what I have in store for you today. You'll have to go.
Let me tell you, it'll be much easier if you just go ahead and die.
So be my guest. Give it a shot if you think you can handle the heat. Only a matter of
I get the
time
feeling
until
he's
the
going
city's
to
flame
fire
gets
us.
low. And with that, I bid you adieu.
I'm so ready for all this to be over.
Me too.
Me 3, bro!
No.
Oh, yes.
I'm getting sick of all these rematches. I'm ready to pack up the board and bounce.
So is he attacking us right now?
So, I hear you discs found Neku for real this time. Let me get a good look at him.
Ew. What's up with the Ruin Bringers wanting to molest Neku?
I swear to God.
Looks like Neku's got you shaking in your shoes, hater skater.
There you go again. Some discs never change.
Oh, you are not one to talk.
He doesn't. Beat misunderstood and offered to go around on his board.
There you go. So yeah, now Nagi became Fred's. Let me clarify for you, friend.
Tier disc by the looks of it. I could see why the boss wanted to meet you so bad.
Happy to oblige.
Here to look. Or was you here for a fight too? Because if you want it, you got it, yo.
What a way to start the day.
Not this time. I was just hoping you discs would play a little game with me.
I feel like I've heard that before.
He said something similar shortly after I joined.
Oh
And
no.
shortly after that, he made
Oh,
complete
yes.
We felt
Yeah,
right into
that
his
that
trap.
happened.
What a tool. Hate to break it to you, big guy, but we're gonna have to take a rain check. Only game we've got time for right now is the game.
Triple H.
What's in it for us?
Better reference than what I was thinking,
You
dude.
gonna give us a prize or something?
Sharp as ever, Shoka.
Oh.
Here's the deal. If you win, I'll get you discs a meeting with the boss.
Aha.
Totally.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got no clue where he is, right? Well, it's gonna stay that way if you don't
I'm sure
play along.
Shiba is absolutely okay with that.
And there's no telling what had happened to this region then. You just ain't got any other moves you can make, so what do you say?
Coco, can we follow the friend?
Yeah?
I think we should play along. Even I don't know where Shiba is. And we don't have time to waste
Crap.
looking for him.
Yeah, Shoka makes up a good point. We don't really have any other options we can take.
I think so.
I have to assume the party is underestimating themselves enough to not be able to beat Suzukichi at this point. I'm pretty sure by the end of week 2 they were confident enough to be able to do it.
My guess is that they're more just probably convinced that Shiba would rig the game against them even if they did beat Suzukichi.
Let's just see.
I would say they could maybe try and search and then...
Oh no, we're doing this again.
It's his favorite
I know,
game.
Fred, I know.
Yeah, try to have some fun with it, Tail.
No.
I mean...
First you have to be funny.
So... in all this, I wonder, are we just, I guess, done with Kubo? Like, we haven't heard from
Like
him
I
since
said,
that last
unless
day.
Pedro told us, I thought he was actually killed by Shaw.
Weird.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Shiba did not acknowledge the fact at all, which is in itself very weird.
I do find it weird that the story doesn't at least show him escaping.
Unfortunately, I cannot say anything right now. Moving on. Don't tell me Susie K sent another selfie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're in for this.
So, where in the world is Suzukichi?
Right, so. Damn, you already made it to the Scramble Crossing.
Okay, Rendo, you know how this is gonna go. He's gonna lead you on a wild goose chase, and you're gonna have to use your time travel powers.
Neku, I know you're my inner voice.
Go
I'm
ahead,
speaking
Shuri.
right next to me.
His pictorial prowess seems to have improved at least.
That is true. I mean,
Sort of.
it's not blurry, and he's on center of the screen.
But it's a bit too, occupying a bit too much space. So
I like
It's a
to.
bit dark.
You think?
Tis far less blurry than before.
I mean, I guess by technicality, yes, it is objectively a better photo than the previous was.
Also, Rendu, I may have been just the voice in your head back then, but I like to replicate it to give you that same sense of confidence you had back then.
Hey, you're right.
I appreciate the gesture, but right now we gotta focus on this. He's been practicing.
It's okay, Rendu. Just believe in me like I believe in you.
You didn't even know me till just now.
Oh, we also have one side mission.
The final side quest of the game. Yep. Day 7 has no side quests, as you can probably imagine.
I can imagine.
So-
What does Coco's effect?
Lethal Legends sometimes increases the groove earned from beat drop comments performed by Neku and Beat, as in Lethal Legends, obviously.
Get it? Because it was her extra mode.
And we got Secret Report number 6, but we'll save that for another time.
Obviously.
If this is anything like the first game, you're probably saving those because the reports probably reveal quite a lot of heavy story stuff.
Obviously. I mean, remember the whole point is to tell the backstory of what's going on behind the scenes anyway. That's what the first game did too. So, alright everybody, so that was it. That was Kitana Turnbull's big appearance, everybody. So in the next time we're going to continue the Where's Suzukichi meme. So, see you then.
See ya!
See ya.